Dominica, the nature island. It is an unspoiled rainforest jungle island in the Eastern Caribbean. We will take you with us on our tour to see the Syndicate Waterfalls and Trail, Calibishie Red Rocks, the Chocolate Factory, the cold Souffrierre, and our favorite, the Indian River. By the way, there are 9 volcanoes on Dominica, so if you ever visit, you will have a chance to see a volcano. We did not visit the volcano due to some issues with some of our anchorages that we'll share with you a little bit later. We are off on a tour this morning in Dominica. Should be great. This is the Hayes office and Purple Turtle restaurant. We were told that Hayes stands for Pirates at Your Service because these guys used to be pirates. I don't know. It sounds really, exciting. We're going in a tour bus called Dr. Love. We drove past Portsmouth Shorelines residences, the old medical college, a plant farm on the way to the waterfalls. Syndicate Falls are over 100 feet tall. It is located at the foothills of Dominica's tallest mountain, Morne Diablotin, and close to the edge of the Picard River Gorge. The 205 acres of land, which is known as the Syndicate Preserve, was incorporated into the national park when the latter was established in January 2000. The falls were quite beautiful, and we were the only ones there at the time. At the visitor center, they even brewed drinks from the rainforest plants, and we were able to sample them.
We have different medicine for your body because I make it, the bottle, we have rum in it. We have different herb that is watermelon and rum and honey. That is cinnamon, no honey. Yeah.
And rum.
And rum. they call that chuk chuk, but they call that shadow belly. If you have cold, cough, it's good for you.
Oh.
Yes, that's the shadow belly. Yeah. That is passion fruit and watermelon and honey. That's very nice. Okay, settle.
And we are having the coffee bean.
Yes,
and
coffee beans.
Stephen?
Coffee beans and ginger.
Drink up. Drink your medicine.
Yeah, yes.
All better. The next stop was Red Rocks in Calibishie on the eastern windward side of the island. Very unique place, very different for the island. Most of the island is covered in jungle. It was formed when a fast-moving lava flow ran down and ignited everything in its path straight to the sea. It boiled the ocean, kicked up steam, cooled, and left a slate gray earth, which oxidized because there was iron in it. It basically rusted, and that's how Red Rocks came to be. We had lunch at the Coral Reef restaurant with its panoramic view of Red Rocks and Dominica's longest coral reef, where we watched the locals fish. The next stop was the Point Baptiste chocolate factory, where they grow, harvest, ferment, cook, and blend the chocolate. This cocoa tree. There's the flower. There's the little pod. There's the bigger pod, and just keeps getting bigger.
So it's ready to harvest. We take it down from the tree and we cut it and we ferment it on the other side.
Ferment it. Oh, chocolate.
Then we ferment it first and then we put it to dry. We ferment it here.
Oh, you're kidding. What's it fermenting in just water?
Only the bean. Nothing added to it.
Yeah?
Oh, really?
For 6 days.
6 days.
Yes. And after we dry it there for 6 days also.
Okay.
Huh.
And then when dry, we take it to the oven to roast.
To the what?
The oven to roast it.
The oven?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It all began with a love story between Lennox Napier and Elma Gordon Cumming. They decided to leave England to live a rural bohemian life in the island of Dominica that they had fallen in love with in 1930. There was also a guest house and cottage.
So this is the oven where we do the roasting. For 50 minutes, 135 degrees. While roasting, the fragrance of the beans comes out and the skin is likely to remove from the bean. When it gets warm, we grind it into this grinder there. This green one.
Mm-hmm.
We grind it into there, we get a mixture. Get a mixture of the skin and the beans.
The skin and the bean. Oh, wow, that's strong.
Dark chocolate. 100%. 100% cocoa.
Yeah, yours count.
My God.
Then we put it in there, and we put on the vacuum, and it separates the skin from the bean.
Yeah.
The skin goes into the white bucket, and the beans goes into the green bucket.
Mm-hmm.
So when you separate it, we get only the beans, take it downstairs to do the chocolate. So we go down again to see the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Smells like heaven in here. Just heaven.
So we put the bean in.
Mm-hmm.
So this get warm while spinning, and it melts the fat on the bean.
Mm-hmm.
Then you make a paste and a liquid as this, and afterward we add sugar, whatever flavor is there. Spin for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And after the 4 days, we go to tempering machine. Put the chocolate in here, this gets warm, and you pull it up here. It has 6 crystals. 6 crystals from a chocolate when you're on one particular crystal. When it's ready, we measure it. Put on the table, it vibrates it, take off the air bubble, level it, and put in the fridge. About an hour or 2, it's ready to package and label. If it's not properly done, it will look like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what?
If it's properly crystallized,
Uh-huh.
it will look like
Mm-hmm.
this. Then we go back up to do your samples.
Mm-hmm. Our next stop was the only white sand beach on the island in Woodford Hills. It was quite an interesting taxi ride to get to the Woodford Hills. This is the only white sand beach on the island, Woodford Hill Beach. The only white sand beach. All the rest are black sand. What kind of fish did you catch? All kinds.
Okay.
Cool.
Jack. Figure. Go.
Back in the van, we passed by a mountain being torn down. When we asked why, we found out that the materials are being used to build the airport. Actually, the Chinese have the contract for building the airport, and their trucks passed us by multiple times, almost running us off of the road. It was really sad to see this going on. Next, we drove up and down hills so steep it felt like a roller coaster ride on the way to the cold Souffrierre. A cold sulfur spring bubbling in the middle of a volcanic crater within Morne Diablotin. We are at the cold Souffrierre. Cold sulfur springs, basically, that the water is cold but it is still bubbling from the gases from the volcano. It's so unique. I feel the water.
I want you to, yeah.
It's cold. You can feel how cold it is. It's smelly. So the water comes up from just regular groundwater, spring water. Yeah.
And that's gas from the volcano.
Huh. Bright green grasses growing from it. All those minerals. Anybody want to go for a swim? Hot sulfur springs are much more common, but this is quite a unique sight. What was really cool about this is that as we really looked around, you could tell you were in the middle of a former volcano. Hills on each side formed a circle around where we hiked. It was breathtaking. Today we are touring the Indian River. It is 121 miles long. I don't think we're doing all 121. We have to row through the river, and it turns out there are 365 rivers in Dominica, one for every day of the year.
So
all the little flowers you actually see on the river, that's actually from the mangroves. And the mangrove is one of the tallest trees we actually have on the island. It actually grows up to 90 feet tall.
90?
Yeah.
The mangrove?
Yeah, the mangrove.
Wow.
And when it actually flowers, a thousand and more. That's why right now the river is decorated with the little yellow flowers.
So this is somebody's,
No, that's the house of Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, house.
They actually built it in 2005 when they actually did the film, The Dead Man Chef.
Yes. This is the House of Calypso from the Pirates of the Caribbean. During the Indian River tour, we saw a site that was used in the Pirates of the Caribbean film. It was in, not the best shape.
These are the mangroves from Wama.
Oh, that's the mangrove?
Yeah.
That's very different than mangroves that we're used to.
Our mangroves are home are bushy.
Bushy. Yeah.
These grow to over 90 feet tall. Indian River takes you down the wildest river in Dominica. Unfortunately, it is being threatened now by some development occurring nearby where they are filling in the land, causing the water levels in the river to rise. We stopped at the Bush Bar for a drink and to walk the Ginger Lily Gardens.
So up front on the right, you can actually see the buttress roots of the mangrove with no root in it.
Probably too tiny to see the particles anyhow, but it's so cool. Further you go, the prettier it is.
So the red flowers you see up front, we actually call it the ginger lily. And the ginger lily is family to the ginger plant as well. So on our right hand side, all the green long stems you actually see, we actually call it the bamboo. And the bamboo is the most fastest growing crop on the island. It actually grows 1 inch every day. And back in the days, the Caribbeans, we actually used to use this for building houses, making cups, ashtrays, furniture.
Our tour guide tells us that bamboo grows 1 inch every day. And the flowers you just saw are ginger lilies. We actually got off the boat and were allowed to tour the ginger lily garden. Just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. On the side of the river here, you'll see tall grass like plant that is actually wild sugar cane. Stephen, did you enjoy your tour?
It was awesome. It was really great. It reminded me of Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness. I thought when we got to the compound up there we were going to find Marlon Brando saying the horror. The horror.
Last but not least, we wanted to show you the difference between the Portsmouth and the Roseau anchorages. We initially stopped in Portsmouth to tour nearby attractions. There were plenty of mooring balls and a large anchorage, a resort nearby, and the Pays group to help you arrange anything that you needed. The beach nearby had the typical Caribbean buildings on it, and the customs office was also nearby. It felt very safe. Then we moved on to Roseau. The geology of these islands is such that the ocean gets very deep very fast, leaving little room for anchoring. Roseau had that issue. The mooring ball we were offered was so close to shore, we were afraid of hitting the nearby cement docks. Our boat was so close to the shacks on the beach that we could even see into them. The smell of burning trash right on the shoreline almost made me ill. So we did not stay in Roseau very long at all. We missed the tour of the volcano on the southern side of the island, and what we hear from other people is a really good tour, but we just did not feel safe in this anchorage at all. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our Dominica tour. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and get our latest notices when we post a new video. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates.